How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pretty OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Now listen, I'm going to show you a video. At first, I'm not going to lie. If you come from a black parenting background, you're looking at this video like, raw, like, rude boy. You're lucky that you never got no 2-2 elbow from your mum. You would have got beats, you would have got slapped, you would have got a KO, you would have got a stone cold stunner, you know what there. You would have been crying yourself to sleep. I'm gonna run away. You would have been talking hella smack. But before we get into this video, I want you guys to really understand and listen to what he's saying in the video. As much as he's doing what he's doing, listen to what this young man is actually saying in the video. Take a look at this video.
Quiet. She's the boss of you, and you need to listen to that. Bottom line.
I never said.
When a teacher says something, she's the boss of you, and you need to listen.
Shut up! Give me a turn to speak. Fine, see? You do that to me. How does it feel? How does it feel to be told to shut up?
We've talked about it.
Let me speak. How does that feel?
not.
How does that feel?
Do not put your hands on me. Do you understand me?
Do you understand me?
No, I asked you a question.
You know what? Shut up! Apparently that's the only word that gets your attention. How does that make you feel?
I'm not gonna lie. First and foremost, let's get it out of the way. He slapped his mum. Mad thing. You know one's there. My mum would have choked me out. You know one's there. I would have woke up in hospital. I would have woke up in a coma like, what happened? You know one's there. You know sometimes when you get beats and then you wake up in your bed, you're like, what happened? But at the same time, I'm now saying to us as parents, when I was growing up, I was a young child that didn't need hits. There was 9 times out of 10 I wanted my mum to sit down and just reason with me. And it seems like this young man is crying out for attention. He's crying out to make his mum listen. And it seems like no one's actually listening to him. So he's like doing things that he feels like he's being done to him. And us as parents, we feel like sometimes smacking our child is great. Sometimes chastising them. Sometimes telling them shut up. But like he said, do you like it? Do you like it when I tell you shut up? It's not nice. So as much as they're a young person and they should listen to adults and they should understand right and wrong, sometimes we as parents need to dissect and look at what this young man's actually really saying. On one side, we can laugh and joke and be like, right, he needs to be beat and all the rest of it. This young person is rude and disrespectful. On the other side, it's like, raw, this young man's crying out for help. Obviously, his mum's beating him, chastising him, telling him to shut up. And he's indicating to her like, listen, stop. Just stop for a second and listen to what I've got to say. And how much of us grew up when your mum was like, stop crying before I give you something to cry about, or don't talk, you know what's there, and just shut you down to a point where you're like, raw, like, I don't even get to have my say. And that was just how it was, you know what's there. My mum used to always say to me, my house, my rules. So these are the kind of times that if we've got young people, it ain't one parent fits all. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we parent our kids in the sense of we've got 3 kids, 2 kids, you'll try and parent them the same way. Every young person's got a different character. Every young person's different. Every young person relates to things different. He might just need a huddle. He might just need a hug. You can't be shouting at man, oh, you must do this, you must listen to that person. He might not like someone shouting at him. He might not actually respond or if not reply to someone in the right way if you're going to actually be attacking him. And 9 times out of 10, if you're in the real world, that emotion, if someone slaps you in your face, you're probably going to slap them back. So 9 times out of 10, if someone tells you to shut up, you're going to probably tell them to shut up back. It's only because he's young. It's only because he's so-called the son and he shouldn't be saying that to his mum. But at the same time, I always believe set standards. If you don't want your child to be talking to you in no disrespectful way, try not to talk to them in this disrespectful way. Try and allow them to have their say. Try and allow them to understand that it's a communication that we're going to allow this dialogue to happen. Sometimes they might be wrong and sometimes you might have to explain to them more. But I don't believe in hitting no more. I'm not going to lie. In 2022, stop licking your kids because of your own trauma. Stop licking your kids because of your own frustration. Stop licking your kids because your mum did it and you feel like, oh, well, that's the way it goes. You know one's there. Stop licking our child for being late. Man's 5 minutes late. You're getting licks, you know one's there. You ain't doing your homework, you're getting licks, you know one's there. So there is some sort of balance, but there is boundaries that needs to be put in place. No one's not saying that you can't have boundaries. No one's not saying that you can't set morals, values, respect, making sure your children are polite, making sure that your children understand. But I don't always feel like hitting is the way. I don't always feel like putting them down is the way. Positive affirmation for our young people and showing them structure and consistency. Maybe if you stop shouting and stop flipping, swearing and jumping up and down, maybe they wouldn't. So set by example. And I thought this was a really important video. A lot of people have been reacting to it. A lot of people have been doing it as a joke, as a fun, like to say, raw, like if that was me, I would have got licks. But at the same time, we need to start talking about cognitive behavior. We've gone through 2 years of mental health. We've gone 2 years of us understanding mental health and the traumas that we've now grown up with. Do you know what I'm saying? We've all grown up with traumas, looking back at our parents thinking, Rah, they shouldn't have hit me. Rah, they shouldn't have done that. That was actually abuse. That was actually chastising. That was this. That was that. So at the same time, why are we repeating the same cycle with our young people? I think it's something that we need to take a look on, and it's something that we need to start understanding who we are as people and start better communicating with our young people. But what's you guys' thoughts? Do you think it's acceptable what that mum did in the sense of like just handling that situation, saying don't hit me and all the rest of it? I think that she handled the situation good. Do you think it was okay that the young man hit her? I don't think that's okay, but let's look in between the lines on the reasons why certain things are happening. Do you feel like she could have been playing a better role and a better part as a parent? You can't always blame the child. The child's learning from you. The child didn't just wake up one morning and say, this is the way I am. So whether you're spoiling them too much, whether you're chastising them, putting them down, these are increments of stuff that's going on in your own life, whether it's relationships, whether you ain't got a man, whether you're a single parent, whatever it is, these will start to have a fold and effect on our young people. But what's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.